Like a Hellcat.
So Minecraft Live is coming later this week, and during the event, we get to vote for the next mob to come to Minecraft. So today we'll be reviewing 3 of the mobs we get to vote for, starting with this video, introducing the new mobs, even though it does not actually introduce the new mobs. It is just start of the mob trailer, so let's go ahead and watch it. And I will not be pausing the video continuously like other YouTubers, I'll just let it play, and then talk about it later on when the video is done playing. Without further ado, let's start.
I'm so excited for Minecraft Live.
I wonder which mobs the community are voting for this year.
Wait, you don't know either?
I'll call Tiny Woo. He can tell us.
Ah, that's a good idea.
Tiny Woo, do you know which mobs the community are voting for this year?
I do! On October 16th, they get to vote for...
Tiny Agnes? Where are you? No!
Where did Tiny Agnes go? Will Tiny Woo forgive Tiny Jens for hanging up on him? And which mobs are you voting for in this year's Minecraft Live? We'll be releasing videos about the vote all week, so check back to find out what you'll be voting for this year.
So yeah, that was the first trailer, so throughout the week they'll be revealing mobs, which they already have. So the first mob we get to vote for is called the Glare, and let's let the video tell you what it's going to do.
Oi! Hello? You're so cute! Are you lost too? I don't like the darkness either. Yikes! It's too dark in here! You must be the Glare, the mob that lets players know when they are in an area that is dark enough for monsters. The Glare flies to dark areas for you. When it gets grumpy, you will know that it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. You can also bring it with you and proves once and for all that you can be grumpy and cute at the same time.
Will Tiny Agnes ever find Tiny Jens? Whose lair is this? Do you want the Glare to join Minecraft? Tune in to Minecraft Live on October 16th to cast your vote and change Minecraft forever.
So that was the Glare mob, very interesting indeed. I like to call it the living F3 screen. It'll be more useful for Bedrock players due to Bedrock Edition not having the F3 screen, aka the debug screen. So that was the first mob. In fact, it was making some noises in the trailer, so that is probably the noises it will make in the actual game if it wins. And yeah, there is also some other things in the trailer. Like this is the first time we see it. B armor. A layer. The layer and everything else, except for the mob, has nothing to do with coming to Minecraft, just so you know. It was confirmed on Twitter. So, definitely not the best of the 3 mobs, but there's 2 more, as I just said. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the next mob. Also, first, before we do that, this mob looks like it belongs in the Lush Caves. So either it will exclusively spawn there, or just be more common down there. That would make more sense. And I don't know if this mob would attack the player, or even drop anything when killed. We will just have to wait and see. By the way, I'm doing these mobs in order from the days they have been revealed, so yeah. This was the second mob revealed, so it will be the second mob we were talking about. It is called Friendly Vex. No, I'm just kidding, it's called the Ally, or Ally. It's one of those names that I have no idea how to say, but I'm going to call it Ally until I learn the proper name. Alright, let's watch this minute-long video.
Tiny Agnes, where are you? Hello, fellow music fan. You're my only friend now that Tiny Agnes is gone. Here, take my last cookie. You deserve it. Typical. You must be the LA. Thanks for collecting all these cookies for me. Would you do that with any item I give you? Hooray! No more collecting for me! And you dance too? Amazing! If you give an allay an item, it will collect matching ones for you. It also loves music. So if there's a note block nearby, that's where it will drop them.
Tiny Jens?
Will Tiny Jens ever drop an album? Was that Tiny Agnes's voice? Do you want the LA to join Minecraft? Tune in to Minecraft Live on October 16th to cast your vote and change Minecraft forever.
And that was Mob 2. Definitely a fairy-looking mob, or an angel, whatever you like to call it. Or just a ghost. I have no idea. All I know is that it looks very similar to the Vex, and probably the mob that I will be voting for. I will not tell you what mob to vote for, make your own decision, but I am telling you that this is a mob I will probably choose, and nothing is going to stop me. Well, Mob 3 might stop me, and that is the final mob, Mob 3. So let's go ahead and see how Mob 3 is doing. Okay, so this is the final mob available for this year's mob vote, and it is called the Copper Golem. Let's go ahead and watch the video.
Tiny Jens, I'm down here.
Where are we?
I don't know, but look at this lovely copper.
Is that a copper golem?
Yes, it must be old, or a time they freeze into statues.
Let's build our own copper golem. Maybe it can help us.
This one has a lot of life in it.
We're saved!
The Copper Golem is a mob that you, the player, can build yourself. It oxidizes over time and loves to randomly press copper buttons. So, they would be added to the game as well.
Will they make it to the show on time? Did they save any cookies for Tiny Voo? Do you want the Copper Golem to join Minecraft? Tune in to Minecraft Live on October 16th to cast your vote and change Minecraft forever.
And yeah, that is all 3 mobs we get to vote for. I did say I was going to vote for the LA mob, which I still might, but the Copper Golem, it's a tough choice. All these mobs are tough. No matter what wins, I'll be happy. I just really like so much reallys want the other 2 losing mobs to come in the game one day, unlike the other losers. They are all so cool. I mean, the glare would fit into 1.18 well, but the question is, the winning mob, will it come in 1.18 or 1.19, or an update after that? Most likely 1.19. So, I'm gonna have to make my decision, but you guys vote for what you want. Although, imagine if we got, like, 2 of the mobs to 50-50. Yeah, that would be cool. So maybe you can try to do that. But other than that, I'm not going to tell you what to vote for. But not only the trailers told us what these mobs do, some developers also confirmed some things that it will do on Twitter that they did not say in these videos. Also, I really love these trailers. They're nice and funny, good quality. And yeah, I'm glad they do these pixel art things every year. Alright, so let's look at some Twitter things. Not really much more information about the glare, but the alley mob has got some more information here on Twitter by a developer named King B-Dogs. It says here, alleys are not item duplicators. I guess people were kind of confused by that. So yeah, do note, if you're going to vote for the alley, they're not item duplicators. They pick up items nearby on the floor that are the same item it has been given. So you could give it a dirt block, then it will find dirt blocks that are dropped, collect them, then return and drop them to you or a note block you have set up. They cannot get items from chests either, only dropped items, so I assume that means barrels as well, or anything UI based. And he also says we can use this mob for nice item contraption stuff, you know, like redstone, item sorting. Yeah, so, useful mob. I'm glad he said some things about it, so people don't vote for it just because they think it will duplicate items. Because it does seem like it. He also quote-tweeted someone's question saying, "No, it will not drop the intentional item you gave for them to search for. It stays until you take them away. You take the item away, that is." He did not say how he would take the item away. I assume you have to kill it or something less murdery. But yeah, so whatever you give it, it will not drop until you somehow take it away. So let's say you gave it a cookie like in the trailer. It will only give you the cookies it finds and not the one you gave it. I assume so. Seems like that's what he's trying to say here. And in case you were wondering, he also answered this question saying, yes, it would be able to pick up non-stackable items. No, I don't know about the mending book scenario. We'll have to find that out if it gets voted for the winner. So, it will be able to pick up non-stackable items. And for clarification, the non-stackable rule still applies to them. But they can pick it up, just only up to one. The final thing he said that I could find is, and of course it should go without saying, alleys will not search for items in unloaded chunks. We don't have stuff like that in Minecraft. We wouldn't break it with this mob, so just like the glow squid scenario. Oh, and one more thing to mention about the alley, I could not find it, but some developer said it, is that it only has 2 inventory slots. So unlike the player, like we have 36 slots, the alley only has 2. One for keeping the item we gave it to go find, and then the other slot to go get the item we want to get, which is why it can only pick up 1 non-stackable item at a time. But let's say we're going to get like shulker shells from the end city. It could pick up 64 of those at once. So that is everything we know about the alley so far. They have not told us if it will drop anything or where it will spawn, but hopefully, maybe at Minecraft Live, they will give us even more information about this very interesting mob. Oh, wait, hang on. Turns out another developer by the name Woolraf said something about the alley as well. So he answered this question below his answer, saying, sort of. I wanted to make the alley easy and clear to use, but also have a lot of depth for more technical players to do interesting things. There will be an interesting way to guide it, but that will be finalized if it wins, when we work on it. Personally, I would love if each alley you had was, like, locked onto a specific note block. That would be way easier for item sorting things, like the contraptions King B Dog said earlier. Yes, this is a very good question. Does it only have 1 trip or keeps going back? Well, Woolraf has answered that. That is a specific implementation detail that we will figure out if and when it wins, but I imagine it being a bit smart and not making the trip just for 1 item every time. We'll see. Even though it will only have 2 slots, I'd like to see how this goes. I'd love it if it had, like, only 1 trip. I'd hate for it to just keep coming back. That would take way too long. Quite the amount of information about the alley, but now we move on to the Copper Golem. That lightning rod on its head is not just for show. Winky emoji. Yes, it will. So, there's a lightning rod on top of the Copper Golem's head. So, if it gets struck by lightning, it will remove oxidization. So hopefully you get the wax and scrape the Copper Golem as well. The Copper Golem trailer already told us this, but when he oxidized, he becomes a statue, and indeed he does. But does he, like, start slowing down when he's not fully oxidized, or does he just, like, completely freeze in any oxidized state? I don't know. Maybe he just turns into a statue when he's fully oxidized? But I think for every stage he gets older, he should be, like, moving slower and doing things slower. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, finally, an actual statue. Yeah, this mob is definitely going to get my vote. No doubt about it. Also, I just discovered, over a month ago, this guy leaked the mob votes with emojis saying, super secret leak. For this year's mob vote, none of the mobs in this year's mob vote will eat cotton candy. Share any leaks you uncover in the comments. So see, 3 emojis there. The eyes mean the glare. The fairy means the ally. Ally. And the robot means the Copper Golem. I'm not sure what the cloud means. But yeah, he hinted the mobs with emojis all that time ago. We could have guessed the mobs all this time. So yeah, that is going to do it for the video. If you would like to see more news from me. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload from me. This is just crazy. I just found this out, like, the day that Allie got revealed. I wonder if anyone guessed it. I should check the comments. Also, I could not find it, but a developer on Twitter actually confirmed that the glare will be an actual pet that you, like, tame and teleports to you. I don't know how you would tame it. I would assume glowberries. So if the glare wins, we would have a cave pet. So that is everything we know about the mobs so far. And if we get any more information about these mobs, I will be sure to let you know as soon as I can, as well as everything else that gets revealed at Minecraft Live, including the 1.19 update. I sure hope it is an end update. I will see you guys in the next video. Vote for whatever makes you happy. Make the best mob win. Goodbye.